The NFL world has been rocked by a double shocker that has left fans, analysts, and insiders stunned. In what can only be described as one of the most seismic developments in recent Dallas Cowboys history, the team is reportedly trading superstar linebacker Micah Parsons to the Cleveland Browns, a move that seemed unthinkable just days ago. And if that wasn't enough to dominate headlines, Adam Schefter has confirmed that the Cowboys have selected quarterback Shedeur Sanders in the second round of the NFL Draft, officially tying Dion Sanders' son to America's team. Two monumental moves, one franchise-defining moment, and the Dallas Cowboys have once again become the epicenter of the NFL universe. Let's start with a blockbuster trade. Micah Parsons, one of the most dominant and versatile defensive players in the entire league, has been a cornerstone for the Cowboys since he was drafted in 2021. His game-changing ability, his ferocious motor, and his unmatched impact on both pass rush and coverage have made him a perennial All-Pro and the heart of Dan Quinn's defense. Trading a player of his caliber is virtually unheard of, which is why this deal has stunned even the most plugged-in insiders. But according to early reports, including sources close to ESPN and NFL Network, the deal between the Cowboys and the Browns is real and massive. Though full trade details are still trickling in, it's being reported that the Browns are sending multiple first-round picks, a high-profile defensive player, and additional draft compensation in exchange for Parsons. It's a king's ransom, and it would have to be because you don't just let a player like Parsons walk out the door without a transformative return. What's behind this move? That's the million-dollar question. Initial speculation points to a few key factors. First, contract negotiations between Parsons and the Cowboys have reportedly been tense. Parsons is due for a mega extension, one that could reset the market for defensive players. Some within the organization may have feared that paying Parsons $30 million a year could limit their flexibility to build out the rest of the roster. Second, there's a growing belief that the Cowboys are entering a new era, one that prioritizes reshaping the team's identity, especially on offense. That brings us directly to Shedeur Sanders. Just minutes after news of the Parsons trade broke, Adam Schefter dropped another bombshell. The Dallas Cowboys have officially drafted Shedeur Sanders with their second-round pick. The former Colorado Buffaloes quarterback, son of NFL legend Dion Sanders, is now the heir apparent in Dallas, and his arrival couldn't come at a more pivotal moment. This isn't just a draft pick. This is a statement. By selecting Sanders, the Cowboys are signaling a bold new direction. With Dak Prescott entering the final year of his contract and extension talks reportedly stalled, Dallas may have just drafted their quarterback of the future. And not just any quarterback, but one with swagger, leadership, and a media presence that rivals the biggest stars in the game. Sanders' college resume speaks for itself. At Colorado, under the tutelage of his Hall of Fame father, Shedeur put up eye-popping numbers despite playing behind one of the most beleaguered offensive lines in college football. His arm talent, poise in the pocket, and elite football IQ turned heads all season. Scouts raved about his ability to read defenses, extend plays, and deliver under pressure. And now, all that talent is headed to Dallas. Schefter confirmed the pick with a simple but powerful tweet. The Cowboys have done it. Shedeur Sanders to Dallas. It's official. Social media exploded. Cowboys fans flooded timelines with a mix of shock, excitement, and disbelief. Some are thrilled at the idea of a new franchise QB who already understands the spotlight. Others are still processing the possibility of moving on from both Micah Parsons and Dak Prescott in one fell swoop. But make no mistake, this isn't a rebuild. It's a reset. By trading Parsons for major draft and player capital and drafting Sanders, the Cowboys are attempting something incredibly rare in the NFL franchise pivot that doesn't tank the roster, but rather repositions it around a new core. And it appears Jerry Jones is pulling the strings on a bold vision for the future. In fact, sources inside the Cowboys building describe the front office as energized and all in on this direction. One team executive reportedly told a prominent insider, "We love Micah, but we couldn't pass up the chance to reshape our entire future." Shader has star power, leadership, and game. He's a Cowboy. Of course, there will be growing pains. Trading Micah Parsons is going to be painful for fans and players alike. He was not only the emotional leader of the defense, but a game wrecker in every sense of the word. But this move, if executed properly, gives the Cowboys an infusion of young, affordable talent, plus a shot at long-term stability at the most important position in football. As for Shedeur Sanders, the expectations will be sky high. He arrives in Dallas not just as a top draft pick, but as the son of one of the most iconic figures in Cowboys history. The comparisons will be constant. The spotlight will be relentless. Every throw, every decision, every comment will be dissected on every sports show in the country. But if there's one thing we've learned about Shedeur Sanders, it's that he doesn't run from pressure, he embraces it. In his own words, pressure is a privilege. Already, Sanders has spoken about wanting to be part of a team that values leadership and vision. The Cowboys are betting that he can not only play the position at a high level, but elevate the locker room in the process. And don't underestimate the Dion Sanders effect here. While Coach Prime is not officially affiliated with the Cowboys, his presence looms large. His son playing for his former team, in the same city where his legend grew, feels almost poetic. You can already imagine the sideline shots, the father-son moments, the national headlines. But beyond the storylines, this is about football. Shedeur Sanders is a baller, and the Cowboys just made him the face of their franchise. From a schematic perspective, this move opens up countless possibilities. With Shedeur under center, the Cowboys can build a modern offense, one that emphasizes tempo, quick reads, and vertical explosiveness. Pair him with emerging weapons like CeeDee Lamb and a retooled offensive line, and suddenly, Dallas has a fresh offensive identity. Meanwhile, on defense, losing Parsons is huge, no way around that. But depending on who